Hello, my name is Jess, and for doing an eyeshadow palette collection, I have like the most boring eye makeup on in my life ever today. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. A few days ago, I did my lipstick collection. I asked you guys if you wanted to see an eyeshadow palette collection too. The answer was a resounding yes. So I'm here to go over all of my eyeshadow palettes. It's kind of a lot. I don't use these as much as I like to. I'm trying to come up with a system, sort of like my lipstick one, you know how I rotate? So I'm making sure I'm using everything. I need to do something similar with the eyeshadows. And I keep getting more and more palettes from BoxyCharm, which is awesome. Some are so good, but yeah, I've got a lot of stuff. Some of these I do have separate videos dedicated to, like in-depth reviews, but if there's any you want me to talk about in a separate video, let me know in the comments down below and I will make one just for you going over that particular palette. Sound good? All right, let's do this. I am just gonna start with these three little ones right in front of me. The first one I have is this natural palette from NYX. It's really not all that exciting, and I actually use this one, this Need It Nude palette by e.l.f. I wind up using this way more than the NYX Naturals. I like this one quite a bit if you guys need a good, cheap, nude, sort of everyday eyeshadow palette. I have a couple from CoverGirl. I have the Roses palette and the Jewels palette. I haven't played with roses too much. I think I might use this for Thanksgiving though. I think I could come up with an interesting look with this last color right here. Jewels, I love. I use this all the time. And then I have this little Wonder Woman eyeshadow palette. It's fine, honestly, I just got it for the packaging. This is the sticker I'm never taking off, like ever. I needed to have Wonder Woman makeup. A couple from BoxyCharm, I have this Blink Electric Eyes palette. I know I do BoxyCharm videos every month, but you guys, it is fantastic, and it has really bulked up my makeup collection with some really beautiful stuff. I love this, and I also love, and it's not really a palette, it's just a trio, but it's worth mentioning, this little palette by Naked Cosmetics. These three colors are absolutely stunning, and they're from BoxyCharm. I have this little Z palette that I also got from BoxyCharm. If you guys remember last year during Vlogmas, I got the NYX Advent Calendar that was full of lipsticks and single eyeshadows. So I took my favorites and I put them in here, and then I think this is just a little Makeup Geek one I maybe got from like Ipsy or something. That might be it for like the smaller ones. So right in front of me we have the Swamp Queen palette by Graveyard Girl. I'm a huge fan of Bunny. Let me know if any of you guys are too. I'd be curious to see if there are any overlap in subscribers. This is so beautiful. I'm sorry, it's really glary. I use the crap out of it. The Gator Wings highlight is stunning. It's not even like, the camera can't even handle how beautiful this is. I really like the color Dogman. This is so dusty, I use it all the time. I love it. And I actually bought this off of somebody on Facebook. They had gotten it as a gift and they never used it, and so I wound up picking it up for like 20 bucks. Pretty awesome. This is the Emerald City palette from Cargo Cosmetics. It's got a lot of pretty sort of greens, golds, really good for the holidays. I picked this up at Kohl's because it's not really like anything else I have. And at this point, I'm looking for things that are different, pieces that I don't have in my collection already. So I really like this one. And this is the first like expensive eyeshadow palette I ever bought for myself. It's the Tarteist Pro palette. I remember looking for Modern Renaissance and I just couldn't find it anywhere. I didn't want to order it online. I wanted to like touch it and feel it and take it home with me the second I found it. And so I told the girl at Ulta I was looking for Modern Renaissance, but I was also kind of interested in the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. And she was like, don't do that, do this. Because it's kind of like a little mixture of both. And this is very well loved. Again, this color, I will probably hit pan on this fairly soon. Yeah, these shadows are beautiful and they smell amazing. So does the Graveyard Girl palette. That also smells like, it smells like cookies. This is another one I actually bought off of Facebook. A girl said the colors just didn't work for her. It's the Morphe 35T palette. I think it's super pretty. The colors work really well for me. I haven't got to play with it as much as I'd like to. Again, I need a system. I need a system for this because there's so much cool stuff I want to mess with, and then I do this. Here's another one from BoxyCharm. This is the Pure Soiree Diaries palette. This is another one I really like, and the mirror's totally broken. Just disregard that. The shimmers in here are beautiful. And I have been using this color like crazy lately. I really like it. I feel like I'm saying that about everyone. This is my palette and I really like it. But I really like them all for the most part because I spent my hard-earned money on them. This is one of my favorites, the Smashbox Cover Shot. This is in bold, and it's the freaking rainbow. It's so pigmented, so cool, so beautiful. You've got these like crazy iridescent duochromatic colors up here to work with, and then you can build on top of those with these if you'd like. It is just beautiful. I love it so much. I can't say enough good things about this. This is the Icon palette by Absolute New York. I actually got this as a gift during our Galentine's Day, which was funny because my gift, we did like a random gift exchange, and I gave someone a palette and I got a palette back in return. And this is another one I haven't played with so much because these cool tone colors, these silvers, are not ones that I use that often, but these colors right here are my jam. This is easily the most well-loved palette in my collection, the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia. I use it all the freaking time. It's a filthy mess. I don't have Subculture or any other palette. I really wanted Subculture actually because those colors were really speaking to me, guys. I really liked the color scheme of Subculture, and then I saw all the reviews about how powdery it was and I decided not to do it and how messy it was, but Modern Renaissance is like really messy too. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should give Subculture a try. I've heard they don't blend as well either, but I mean, I need to find that out for myself and not just listen to what the critics are saying, because yeah, this is a messy palette and I still love it and I use it constantly. Here's another reason why BoxyCharm is amazing. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea 2 palette. This is just the most beautiful packaging. Colors are super pretty. I mean, this is a really nice palette you get in a subscription box that costs $21. I'm just saying. Another Boxy palette. This is the Real Her 2 shadow palette. This is called Do Your Squats, and this is just kind of like a nice little neutral shimmery dealy willy. Got a couple from Makeup Revolution. The first one is the Mermaids Forever palette. The mirror on this is so legit. Here are the colors, and then I did do a Mermaids versus Unicorns video kind of a long time ago, but this is the Unicorns Unite palette. It's really hard to open. These are the colors in this one. And in the final battle of Mermaids versus Unicorns, Mermaids actually won. Ooh, let's do the Disney palettes. So this first one I have is the Ohana Lilo and Stitch eyeshadow palette from Hot Topic. It is better than you think it's going to be because it is very cheap Hot Topic makeup. The brushes are garbage, so I just left it in there. I mean, you can't do anything with that. But the colors are pretty and long lasting too. I will say that I do always use an eyeshadow primer, but this lasts like a 12-hour shift. I was pretty impressed with that. Also from Hot Topic is this Beauty and the Beast palette. I just think this is so cute because it's a little book. You open it up, you've got the mirror, and you've got all the colors are roses. Same deal as the Lilo and Stitch. The brush is crap. The shadows are actually not that bad for what you're paying. Haven't checked the website in a while to see if they have any new fandom inspired palettes, so that's something I'm gonna have to look into because I will continue to buy these. I have no problem with that. And then this, the Pirates of the Caribbean palette by Lorac. I freaking love this thing. It is just so beautiful. And if you got the highlighter palette, which I did not, like it fits in there, but that's a cool thing if you pick them up. They might be on sale now at Kohl's because I feel like they've been out for a really long time. Here's what it looks like when you open it up. It is just beautiful, and I'm pretty sure I have an entire video dedicated to this one. We'll do another Lorac. This is the California Dreamin' palette. This one had like mixed reviews, and for the most part I think it's pretty okay. One thing about this palette, this kitty cat right here, this color is what makes it. It is a very, like, I feel so goofy saying this, but it's a special color. It's just beautiful on. It's so beautiful. I've messed around with like Button, Hot Toddy, Starfish, Overcast. These darker colors I haven't really done much with, but kitty cat, so good. I just spit when I said that. And the final palette I have from BoxyCharm is this Winky Lux Kitten palette. This I love, and I love because of one color in particular, and this right here is, come on, is holographic, and it is gorgeous. I cannot even tell you, like, and I remember the camera couldn't even pick it up when I was doing that BoxyCharm video. It looks so cool on your eyes, and I'm just so happy to have this. Thank you, BoxyCharm. Thank you for this beautiful holographic eyeshadow. Okay, so this is not an eyeshadow palette, but I do use it as eyeshadow kind of a lot. It's the Aurora Glow Kit by Anastasia. I really like the colors. I use it as a highlighter all the time, and I also put it over eyeshadow. So this is just an honorable mention, I guess. Next up is the Pure Trolls palette. I saw this at Kohl's and I swatched it and I fell in love with the colors. I should be very careful because this is broken. I fell in love with the colors, right? And I couldn't find it in the stores, and I called around other Kohl's, and oh my gosh, it's falling everywhere. And I couldn't find it at other Kohl's either, so I ordered it online. When Kohl's sent it to me online, they literally sent it in an envelope. No bubble wrap, no padding, nothing. So this color and this color came destroyed. When I asked customer service about it, they said that's just how they ship their things. So I'm thinking if I ordered another one, it's just gonna come broken again. And I've been waiting a long time for this. I've been looking for it for a while. I'm just gonna keep it. So I do have a broken Trolls palette, but I do really, really like the colors in it. I think this one is better than the My Little Pony. I swatched that one in the store, was not that impressed, but this one I swatched, and in particular, the pink and the orange colors. And I was like, oh damn, that's gorgeous. So I'm, you know, it is what it is with this one, but I really like the colors. One of my favorite palettes is Venus 2 by Lime Crime. I love the colors they chose in this palette. I love them. They're really different. This mustard is beautiful. Mud, jam. Fly is this really cool, like sort of iridescent green. It looks like a fly's wings. Boot, this black with like the purple glitter in it, is just beautiful. I love all of the colors in this palette. I don't have Venus 1, but I would like to have it because I've been so impressed with this one. I know Lime Crime does not have the greatest reputation. I know I've said this in other videos before, but it's never done me wrong, so I have nothing but good things to say about Venus 2. And the last palette was the first like high-end eyeshadow palette that I ever got, and I was at Ulta with Chad and I was swatching it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty, but $50 for eyeshadow. And so that's what I used to think. Look at me now. So I didn't leave with it, but Mr. Crane went back to Ulta and bought it for me for Christmas, and it was such a surprise. I never thought he would, like, I just couldn't picture him going back and being like, yes, could I get this eyeshadow palette, please? It was beyond my comprehension at that time. Now not so much. Now he's pretty well versed in makeup at this point, but it is the Urban Decay Moon Dust palette. This palette, I love it, and I know a lot of people don't like it, but I think it is beautiful. I do use it quite a bit, and honestly every single time I wear it I get compliments on my makeup. I don't use a glitter glue. I probably should. I find that if I don't use a brush, if I use my fingertip and I just get the shadow a little wet, it really packs a punch and it stays on well for me. So I really like it. And this is, I saved it for last because this was so special. This is like the first really nice piece of makeup that I had, and my husband bought it for me, and I think that's really cool. So that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope this wasn't too long. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of any of these palettes. If you want me to go in depth a little more about any of them, if we have some of the same ones, just thoughts, feelings, comments down below. With that being said, I am off. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.